Anyways,
So,
moving on.
okay, so Nazim, for you, you notice that the bar has quite a few more patrons in it than the last time you were in here. With a lot of faces that you didn't see the last time you were here. For Aldum, you walk up to the bar, and the bartender looks up at you and goes, "Ever seen you around here before? Ever seen your kind around here before? Is there anything that you want to drink or to eat?"
Oh, yes, good sir. I'm nothing more than a failed merchant wandering the lands looking for people to bless. Yes. Do you have any water that I can drink?
Water.
He's fucking 87 years old. He's not gonna get hammered.
He looks up at you. You can see he's visibly like almost shaken to his core. Water?
Yes, sir. I need to drink nothing more than that pleasant water. You see these wrinkles here, and I'll just like kind of like grab my nose and just kind of like pull on like my under my eyes, like. See, I heard that water helps with wrinkles and aging, so just want to drink some water, please.
He kind of eyes you up and down. You're a weird fellow, but okay. And he goes into the back and comes out and puts a mug of water on the table that's not the cleanest looking water,
Ooh.
but enough that it's like not gonna hurt you from what you can tell. And he says it's free of charge because I've never had anybody ask for water before.
And Oldham will just kind of like bow his head and just, oh yes, thank you, good sir. He'll just instantly just like nose water, suck it all into his trunk, and just kind of like just put it all in his mouth.
Okay.
One.
So as you're doing this, you see him turn around and like scrawl on a piece of paper, and then up on like the board or whatever that shows like what he's selling, he puts up a little piece of paper or whatever that just says a water with 2 copper on it.
All right, yeah, Oldham just kind of like, as soon as he drinks his water, just kind of like turns on his stool. I'm assuming he's sitting on a stool and just kind of like looks out to the room, just kind of like starts people watching.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Well, for me and Runa, I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna start setting up like a booth, and I'll explain what kind of like what I want it to look like and all that. And I'll ask her if she minds doing that while I go speak to. Well, I guess Turtle Lake. It would be like the religious person here at the shrine is who I'm gonna have to talk to for that, right?
For what are you trying to do again? Sorry.
The conversion, like using that stuff that I have, like the mash.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna go to the shrine, I'm assuming.
Yes. So
Uh,
while I go to the shrine and speak to one of the.
No. Let me talk.
No, that's what. No, I'm still I'm still talking to you.
Times I wanted to say something to you.
I'm still talking to you. I haven't left.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I'm
I thought
saying.
You were talking to Turtle.
I am
like,
no.
That bitch did not just leave.
No, I'm saying that I want to go to the shrine, and would it be would you be okay to stay here and set up the booth?
Oh, I thought you were saying that to Turtle.
No.
Runa is going to nod and then kind of shyly look at the ground and just kind of say very quietly, Runa wanted to thank you for standing up for us with the older man from earlier.
Yeah. Good. And I'll just say, of course, and
Cool.
smile, and then head to the shrine.
And then Runa will set up this weird ass booth. For some fucking reason.
I've been very cryptic on telling Runa anything because I know she doesn't like any of the crap that I've gotten me.
Okay. So you go to the shrine. You see um a human there in robes, like with beads in her hand or whatever, um, at what looks to be an altar with um, a statue of, kind of hard to tell from the distance you're at, but a statue um, on the like altar with something smoking in front of her, like a little tray or whatever that's smoking, and has their head bent forward over this altar, um, almost looking like they're deep in thought. It's a man in his what you would guess like later in his years in life, with streaks of gray in his brown hair, and a visibly like olive complexion with a couple of scars on his face, like cuts, like they were made from like going across his cheeks.
And does he notice me walking?
No.
Okay.
He is deep in his thought.
I'll go in and I'll
Joker motherfucker.
sort of like do a like clear my throat sort of thing to see if he can hear me.
He sits there a little bit more and like kind of nodding his head as he looks like he's in thought, and then turns to you and looks at you and greets you and says, "Hello, my child. What can I do for you?"
I have a favor to ask. Are you the one who runs this shrine?
Yes, this is the town shrine. My family has looked after it for the last 3 generations.
Not sure if you've heard of us, but my name is Pationis. We just came from the Sunless Citadel. We've cleared it and rooted out the evil there. However, I brought back some things with me from the Citadel. In my travels, in my life, I have known religious people to be able to sort of bless objects as long as they have a certain power. And I believe the objects that I have on me do have power. Would you be willing to bless these objects in order to help the people from this town be able to ward off evil from their homes and from the city as well?
What kind of objects are we talking about?
God. I was really trying to avoid that, you dickhead. They're objects that have, at least at one point, had life in them, and that are from the Sunless Citadel. Some probably have been there for a very long time. And also, just to add, I understand that everything kind of works with money, so I can pay you pretty handsomely for your help.
What god do you worship, my child?
Fuck.
You better get it right.
All right, just hold on just a second, because I've got to
You better get it right, man.
check. All right, here's how I'm gonna say this, and I might have to use a roll on it.
So just as like a rule of thumb, based off of like, this is out of character or whatever.
Do you know my god?
We're gonna use Forgotten Realms deities.
Okay.
Don't worry about like Norse or Greek, Egyptian,
Fight me.
Celtic,
I
whatever.
know what my god is.
I know you have a fucking Forgotten Realm deity, bro. You've got Tyr or Tyre or whatever.
So the way I'm going to say this, I'm going to be really cryptic. Unfortunately, growing up, I knew no god. However,
Yeah.
I know. However, I am not opposed to speaking about one, or
So all
I'm
of
not.
the
I am also
history
not opposed to
and
being converted to a certain religion.
converted, bitch. Welcome to my religion.
Okay.
Fine.
Why don't you take a level in paladin or cleric?
Would you
God,
be
yeah,
willing?
yeah.
Would you willing to be baptized in the god of?
What is this,
Of my-
Christianity?
Nah, I don't know the term for it. Like convert, I guess, to our
Inducted, yeah.
religion. Yeah, indoctrined into our religion.
As of now, it's not out of the question. My main goal right now and my main focus is helping the good people of this town. I will promise to come back and speak to you after. However, I'm very pressed for time, and it's not just me who is here. God, I really didn't know you were going to do this.
Oof.
You know what? And I'll even add is I don't want to make it sound rude. I don't know how to word it. I'll just leave it at that then. I was gonna be like, do you actually care about the people from this town? But I want to word it in like a way that doesn't come off, prickish. So, yeah, that's the way. That's it. That's the way I'll leave it.
So run that by me one more time.
What? That I would be willing to come back and talk with him, but right now
Okay.
I'm pressed for time, and we have to do this because I have a party of people, my friends, who are with me as well, and that this is going to protect the people from this town.
What gods do they worship?
The people from this town,
Jesus.
or the people
No,
that are
your
with
party.
me. We've never spoken of
party.
it before.
Hmm.
I can only speak for myself.
The god of death, destruction, mayhem, murder, and chaos.
Well, my child, my son. I don't know if I can, in good conscience, help you at the moment without knowing that our goals align. However, if you leave your materials or whatever you're trying to give me here, I will take a look at them and see what I can do moving forward so that we can expedite this process if you so choose to either indoctrinate yourself or your companions align with our god. Our god. Our.
I'm gonna tell him that time is of the essence, and I would like to persuade him to do it now, and that. Actually, before I do that, how long would this process take for me to be converted to your religion?
No comment.
It's not a matter of time, it's more so a matter of how much faith you have.
Fuck, well, I'm a chaotic good, so just gonna look over at Runa. Oh no, Runa's not with me.
I'm not even with
yeah,
you.
I am. I'm literally gonna say, fuck it, and say let's do it.
Yeah, Runa's not with you.
I know. I said
Okay.
I said she's not with me.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna indoctrinate yourself?
Let's go.
All right. Let's see. Hold out your hands, my son.
I have
Before
no
I
idea how to
do-
spell this word.
I'm gonna say, which god do you worship?
Ilmater.
Can you tell me a little bit about him?
He is the god of endurance. He
I mean, that doesn't
practices.
sound terrible.
He practices the domain or the teachings of life. And he is everything that is good with this world.
God, I is. How strict is he on people following the rules of the faith?
Ilmater?
Yes.
He forgives a lot, my son, but there are certain things that he will not turn a blind eye to.
Such as?
Breaking the code of his religion.
Thank you for the follow, Samus. Sorry, I'm deep in thought here. I really don't know how religions work in D&D, to be honest. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like do this, and then am I gonna be struck down if I don't follow the faith? You know, it's weird.
Well, it's a religion, you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I know. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I hold up my hands. God,
Okay.
if you chop my hands off or something, I'm quitting D&D forever.
That'd be so cute. Turns out the actual priest is tied up in the back of the
Yeah,
shrine.
I know.
No.
God.
He reaches behind the altar and he takes red beads and he wraps them around your hand. And he says, "This is this signifies your bond with Ilmater, and the red symbolizes the life that he is helping you achieve, like the life that you want."
Okay,
Do you accept him into your heart, my son?
I do.
Do you fully? Or are you just doing this for blessing?
As fully as I can right now. I'm absolutely willing to continue on and learn more about the great Ilmater. I wouldn't be laughing. I wouldn't be. No, I'm not lying. I'm
You're not?
No, I'm saying I seriously. I don't know anything about him now. Right now,
Okay,
yes, I am
fair,
only
fair.
doing it for the blessing. Yes, but I'm not gonna like
Okay.
leave and just say no. You know, I'll forget that shit. Like I'm actually gonna really try. Patty is an honest guy. Like he wants he
Okay.
wants to do the right thing. So
All right. So he
Jesus,
reaches
yeah,
into
holy
the-
shit.
he reaches towards the oh my god. So he puts his fingers into the holder where the candle was, or like what you saw was the smoke was actually like a small candle, and he dips his fingers into the wax and he spreads the hot wax on your cheek.
Damn. Does anything happen in my pants while this is going on, or?
You tell me.
No. If Patty was a creep, maybe if this was Cecil. All right, but
Rolling perception.
yeah.
He sees your heart on.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So he blesses you or welcomes you into the religion, and says, welcomes you in.
So
what is it you
under faith, I
you
have
do?
to put Ilmater now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If that's what you got.
Yeah. How do you spell that?
Ilmater.
Weird. Okay, well there you go. I've got a god now, apparently. hopefully Nazim isn't pissed at me. I'm not gonna tell him though. Anyway, so I'm gonna take out my. Oh, you were asking what it is that I'm trying to do?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll take out my chest, the trunk there, that's all beat up, and just open it, and kind of sheepishly look at him and be like, "This is the stuff that I have," and just show him. And in there is just a bunch of like, well, I can tell you exactly what's in there. So there's what he sees would be like tufts of rat hair, some bones from some things, just guts and all kinds of stuff. He doesn't actually see those though. Those are kind of those have been boiled off and like ground into sort of a not necessarily a paste, but like just like a mash, a mush kind of crap. There's also the fire snake scales won't be in with that, and neither will. There's like a shovel full of luminescent fungus. I've got that as well, and there's a rat head that he can see in there.
So he sees the rat head. Did you say he sees the fungus?
Yeah, you can see the fungus and you can see the fire snake scales, but they aren't part of the mash. The mash is. I'll just tell him that it was bones that I ground up and some other stuff that I boiled to make sure that there was no germs or anything that would.
So it's rat hair, bones, guts, maggots, rat droppings.
Yep.
He
And
looks in the chest and he goes, "My God, son, what have you done?"
this is from all creatures that attacked us in the Citadel, but are from the Citadel.
And what do you think I need to do to that with it?
If we can put a blessing on these, coupled with the power that they already hold from their life's blood, the fact that they were once alive and that they were from the Citadel, I've seen things like this have heavy protection wards, and be very good at keeping out evil spirits, and just generally be good luck for people if they keep them in their home. Or near their home. And we could even put like the rat head, we could put it near the city gates to ward off evil as well.
Well,
So it would be like blessing the fungus, the fire snake scales. Those are kind of separate, and then all the other stuff's just a big mash.
okay. Well, son, Ilmater normally prefers that his children endure their suffering without any charms or items to
What?
Nothing?
to alleviate these things, because good things come to those who have waded through this pain and suffering and abuse. However, since you so readily converted or were indoctrined, if you leave this here with me tonight, I'll see what I can do and getting it ready for you.
Damn, I wanted it for today. I won't say that. Slight look of disappointment in my eyes. However, I don't want to push too far. I'll just kind of bow and say thank you. But I also want to roll a, I guess, perception. I just want to see if he's telling me the truth or if he's going to be shifty and get rid of my stuff.
Okay, or roll perception or insight. Roll insight.
Insight.
He's telling the truth.
Okay. So, okay, I'll leave that stuff with him and walk out. And I'm going to look at the permit that I have. How long does the permit last for? Is that going to be a problem, I guess?
It lasts for a year, like until the next
Oh, okay.
until
Yeah,
the next harvest.
We're good. Okay. Perfect. All right. So I'm a little disappointed that I couldn't get the blessing to work today. But I'll walk back out here to Runa, and I'll say everything's coming together.
Alright, Kronk.
Thank you for work. What?
Is that all right, Kronk?
I'll say thank you for working on the booth, and then I'll just kind of start to help her continue to set the area up. And
Bruno will just nod and continue to do it.
okay, so yeah, that's it for if Beefy wants to go or Aldum.
Well, they're both in the bar.
They're both chilling in the bar. Okay, well, I mean, then I guess I could go to the I go to what's his name's house. Are we like kind of into the starting to get later on
Well,
into the day yet?
That depends on if they want to continue chilling at the bar, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
And considering
Hey,
Nazim is
he's moving around,
not
so
right now, I
apparently
suggest
not.
What are you doing, Nazim?
Want to go to the general store, man? Maybe the blacksmith.
You walk to the general store. There's no lights on inside, and the door is closed.
That's because she's banging her husband that she hasn't seen in a while.
That's her sister that came home.
No, it's her husband.
Got you.
It was her sister. Sherwin. Sherwin was her sister. Sherwin's a girl.
I know. Who's the dude? Was like, I thought that was her husband.
Blacksmith is still open. You hear the clanging of metal on metal coming from inside.
Nice.
Reimer, it's your DM.
Going to enter the blacksmith.
Okay.
Let's see. How
You
do I
don't see
want to
anybody.
approach this?
Like, you just hear from like the back. You just hear the clanging going on.
Okay. I'm going to silently look around. Just like the Terminator would, just observing the area. What do I see?
It's it's a decent sized
Oh my god.
house or building for a blacksmith. You see the forge in the back that's still, it's kind of like smoldering out now because it's getting near the end of the day. You know, it's on, or it's going, but it's not as bright as if somebody was, you know, forging something right then and there. You see on the wall, you see lines of like hammers, some swords, some more like metal pieces of farming equipment, stuff that you're not familiar with.
Okay.
You see some shields, but it's nothing too
Nothing
too fancy. It's it's your general
Gotcha.
run of the mill, like whatever.
Okay. So
This
basic
fucking
shit.
elevator,
Nothing.
Jesus Christ.
Nothing good. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's see. Look at my inventory. Maybe I got something I could sell to this guy. Okay,
Elevator's a
sell that.
fucking piece of shit. Oh my god.
No, I don't see anything interesting, so I'm gonna leave.
Okay. Yeah, as you leave, you hear the clanging still going on from the back of the shop.
So what I want to do though, when Nazim left, I want to, because I was people watching while this was on. Did I see anything stood out of the ordinary? Or was it just like people just like having a good time drinking while I was there in the tavern? This before he left.
Yeah. Before he left.
Yeah, like maybe like just before he got started.
Okay.
Did I see anything while I was kind of people watching?
For the most part, everybody just seems to be relaxing and after trying to get a good meal in and drink while they are winding down for the day after trying to get all their crops and everything for the winter out of the fields. You see in the back of the tavern a couple of people kind of secluded off by themselves that just have drinks in front of them that are playing cards. But for the most part, everybody's just like still in like work clothes. Like a lot of them are dirty and stuff like that, just eating and drinking, taking in their fill.
Okay. And then when we enter the town, that shrine, would I recognize that as a place that I could like pray and stuff?
Roll a religion check. You don't know of the god of the town, so you don't know if you would be welcome at the shrine to pray.
Okay, but I did recognize that it was a shrine of sorts, just unfamiliarized. Okay.
Yeah, you're just unfamiliar with the shrine.
Okay, so what I want to do is, so as Nazim gets up to leave, I notice that he gets up to leave, and obviously I didn't see anything out of the blue. So, but I'm a little bit older and a bigger guy, so it takes me a little bit. So he's out the door. He's gone. So now I'm gonna step out the front door, and Nazim's gone. He's out of there, and I don't know which way the hell is what. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna remember that shrine. I remembered that though, and I'm gonna basically wander my way over to the shrine, and I kind of come up in over here.
The long way.
At this 4-way area. Do I see anything here? Like,
you see the sign that says that's over the door that is hanging by 2 chains that says jail on it. As you're if you do a full 360, you do see behind you it does say Merchant's Guild on the house behind you. The one to your left is unmarked. The one that's right in front of you says Husrael on it, and that's about it. The rest are kind of unmarked.
okay, but I'll notice that the path to my right kind of opens up to an opening, so I assume that's the direction. And as I come out here, I'm gonna notice Runa and Patio, and I'll just kind of wander over them, kind of recognize them, and I'll just ask them kind of what's going on. What are they doing?
Some drugs, man.
Runa and Nazim, you guys
Runa
see
is gonna get all big-eyed
all of
and
them.
big-eyed and googly-eyed and wave at the big elephant man and say, "Hi, Mr. Cuddly Man. Where did you go?"
Oh, hello there, little elm. Oh, I was just at the inn, had myself a quenching thirst of water. Decided to wander and remember there being a shrine when we entered. Here you are. Do you need any assistance? Can I help you at all?
Runa's not sure if Mr. Big Cuddly Man can help or not. You'd have to ask Mr. Patio.
Oh, Patio, is it? Oh, sir. How can I assist?
Actually, we're almost finished here. We're just setting up a booth, just to sell some things here, probably tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I can accompany you to the shrine if Runa would be willing to go, if she's okay. I actually just made, I guess, a friend there.
Oh, most excellent, though. Might need to sit for a while if you don't mind. Do you have a stool I can sit upon? Just 5 minutes at most. Then we can go
Oh,
our way.
Jesus, you need like a fucking truck, son.
Yeah. Just wheel on a fucking log. There, I noticed many comfortable looking chairs at the shrine, and it's just over here. And I'll just point, letting him know that it's right in back of us.
I'll just like raise my eyebrows just so I can see a little bit better and just kind of look over.
Like an old man just.
Oh, yes, yes, young lad. All right, let's head on that way, Mr. Patio. I believe you said yes, Patio.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Nate.
And I'll just kind of look over at Runa, and kind of do like one of the okay, and say, do you want to come with us to the shrine, or do you have something else you'd like to do?
Runa doesn't know what a shrine is. What is it?
It's drugs.
It's just a place where some people go to pray, and there's actually a pretty nice man in there.
Pray.
A
Pray
pretty
for
nice
what?
Man.
Pray for all sorts of things: protection, help, happiness, wealth.
Oh. Can Runa pray for those things too?
I'm not very versed in prayer or religion at all, but maybe you can. I don't
Hey,
know.
man,
He's
you're
the person to
smartest
ask.
one in this fucking group right now.
He's the person to ask. So you.
I'll actually just perk up and I'll just kind of hold out my cross and I'll just say, oh yes, good sir, religion. Oh, yes, 300 years. I've been blessed to my faithful goddess of peace. You see, young. What was your name? Oh, young little kitty. You see, and I just get down, kind of just down on the knee and just hold up my cross and I say, you see, you just kind of stand here, sit here, and you just kind of start climbing.
He's gonna start falling asleep. Jesus.
I'm like myself, just like under my voice and just kind of.
Oh, that's how you pray? Runa's very interested to see strange men pray in this room. Let's go.
And as she speaks, I do kind of like stir, like
He was falling asleep. Showing her how to phrase her shit. Fuck.
Yes, little wisp. Let's go to the shrine. I stand back up. Put my,
Yeah, I'll help him up too. Noticing he's struggling a little bit, I'm just gonna put my arm up there.
How are you going to help
I
a
guess
8-foot creature?
just to. I don't know. It's a gesture.
I do like a little nod to the gesture of it all.
Yeah.
And then just basically move on, I guess.
All right. Well, we're rolling back to the shrine.
All right. Oh, look who's here. Fucking Nazim.
You guys say Nazim. Just post it up.
Just chilling.
Yeah. So, as a show of good faith, no pun intended, I'm gonna
So
tell. I didn't even catch the priest's name.
He didn't say. You
Yeah, I
didn't
never
ask.
asked it. Okay. So I'm gonna approach him again, and I'm gonna say I've brought a couple of friends. One of them is looking for information on pray and stuff. I couldn't really help
I don't
her.
think that's how- I
However,
don't think that's-
however, I am back, and I am interested in figuring out a little bit more about this Ilmater. Do you have any type of a book or a flyer that I could read or anything about
A
him?
fly.
Flyer.
Patty doesn't know anything about religion. Patty was completely so.
Fucking idiot.
He
Like-
looks over Runa and Aldum. And he are you wearing your like your armors, your vestments or anything like that on
I'm still
Aldum?
wearing
No,
my
no, not you. Not you.
All of them.
armor.
Did you come up
Aldum-
too, Nazim?
Yeah, he's
I'm
there.
just standing where I was, still covered in blood from weeks ago.
The priest completely ignored you.
I mean, I'm not defacing anything. I'm just
No, I know.
chilling. Just chilling, man.
But
I'm
yeah,
surprised
Aldum,
the
are you
Gale
wearing your
guy didn't
vestments
ask
or
about
anything?
The blood.
Oldham's just wearing clothing. There's no armor on him.
Okay, so no idea that you're religious at all. He looks you guys over, then asks, "What religion do you guys, or what god do you guys
What
align
religion?
with, or?" Eh.
Well,
Runa
oh,
doesn't
oh,
know what a god is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, pump the brakes. First off, I wanted to see if there was something I could read about this new god that I'm supposed to be worshiping. I
He's pretty
literally
got
said,
you, British. He
I
doesn't care.
literally said pump
No,
the
I'm just
brakes
kidding.
too, even though brakes haven't been invented yet. I don't think.
He looks at you. What's a break?
Yeah.
No.
Anything in your life?
Let's see. I'm trying to think if you could. He hands you a very basic, what you'd call a pamphlet. It's just a folded pieces of parchment, and it literally just says Ilmater on it, and it says we endure suffering, abuse, and good
What?
things will come, and that's all it says in the pamphlet.
You live to suffer.
Yeah, that's essentially.
Your life sucks.
I just stare at it kind of with my mouth open a little bit, like, and then like hold out to the side and like, shake my head, like, what? This is it?
This is it. Yes, your religion sucks.
Can you can you point me to the direction of
Life
Any-
is what you make
Library.
it.
yeah, a library? I'd really like to read up on this Ilmater.
There is no library within our town. However, if you go to, hold on, let me look up the name of the town. If you go to Kundrukar, you will find a library there.
I'll just like raise my eyebrows, kind of like. Oh,
You want me
okay.
to spell that for you?
No,
Great.
I'm not gonna really put much stock in that. However, I am a man of my word, so I'm gonna stick with the religion, at least for now. Can I look? Do I notice the chest of all my stuff? Is it still sitting in the same spot, or has he
Yeah, it
moved
hasn't
it?
moved. He closed the chest, but that's it.
Oof, get
Okay.
wrecked.
I'm gonna kind of do one of those things where like you look at the chest and then look back up at him, meet his gaze, and then look back down at the chest, sort of like a don't forget our deal sort of thing. And then I'm gonna go talk to Nazim. So Runa and Aldum can go ahead.
So you go off or whatever, and he turns his attention to Runa and Aldum.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let me ask his name before I leave. Sorry, because I wanted to get that.
His name is Brother Vance. No, I'm just kidding.
That's awesome. Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. His
Least I'll
name
remember
is
it.
Brother Yorha.
Yorha. Okay.
All that.
Yorha. Okay. It's nice to meet you, Brother Yorha. I look forward to learning more about our god. Just like that, too. Like, very awkward. And,
Our.
yeah. So then
He looks at you and says, "Suffering be with you."
like, I'm turned away, walking away, but I, like, just shake my head, like, cringing. And
You fucking got the wrong religion.
yeah, no, it's fine. I don't care. So I'm actually gonna be able to use that to my advantage, I think. But okay, so now I guess outside is Nazim outside or?
Huh? I'm just chilling over here by a wall.
Okay, well I'm just gonna go.
Just
I make my way to Nazim and then there you go. Now, sorry.
So when we stepped into the shrine, like, what did I see? Like, do I actually see, like, based off of his god, am I seeing, like, blood everywhere? Am I seeing, what am I seeing?
Bunch of people just
You-
crying.
You do see,
bunch of
like, on the
whips.
walls, like, vestments of, or not vestments, but, like, decorations, I guess, of, red is, like, the main theme. And you see, like, the images of, like, hands and, like, a praying, trying to think of the word, praying
Praying mantis.
position, I guess. Just disembodied hands praying with a piece of red cord wrapped around, starting from their wrists, going up to their fingertips. Like, not like there's gaps in them, but like just wrapped up through the two hands in the praying position.
All right.
And you see candles lit along the wall in sconces.
Okay. I'm assuming we overheard the conversation with him and
Yeah.
Patio, anyways. Okay. Well, as soon as, like, I would have came up to the doorway just and saw this, and without much thought, not really entered, just because of the imagery that I'm still getting from that. And I would have entered enough just to hear it, but as soon as Patio kind of left, I kind of walk away. It's kind of just step back and walk with him as well.
Okay. And Runa?
Runa sure as a fuck isn't gonna stand here by herself, so she's just gonna kind of follow. Gonna go sit with Patio and.
As you guys are following Patty goes, he looks at you and shouts to you, "Hey, you two! What gods do you guys pray to?"
Oh fuck.
Oh, good sir, the goddess of peace is with you. And I just kind of like start turning around and walking away.
Okay.
this is the saddest priest. I was like, please join my religion. Nobody wants to suffer with me.
What about you, little one? He calls out to Runa.
Runa is going to be horribly frightened by this.
I just grab her hand and start to
Falling out
walk
of
with her, and
invitation.
just start saying no, like shaking my head no. Don't even say.
Yeah, like her tail is in one hand, Patio's hand is in the other. She's running away.
We just walk out.
And as we're walking out, I just kind of like do a pray at the front door as we like turn around and start walking away.
I like how Aldum's walking out, just sort of mumbles. I just think, well, just VMC.
Alright. What are you guys doing now?
So desperate, poor Yorha. Anyways, so I'm out here with Nazim, and he's just like standing here like a psycho. What was the thing that Nazim kept yelling in the when he found out something was? Who's responsible for this? That's what it was.
Are you responsible?
Are you responsible? So
Leave their head.
one of my other big things that I wanted to do while we were here was to talk to Nazim, and so as I approach him, again, I'll make a little bit of small talk. Well, you know, I'll just say, what are you doing out here?
Nazim, you're gonna have to say something eventually here, bud.
I'm gonna pull out the paper and point to number 4.
Yeah. And I'm gonna read it, and it says, "No, what like it is illegal to deface holy symbols."
Yes.
So that's gonna pique my interest. I'm just gonna go. You know what? I do remember you getting pretty ticked off while we were in the Citadel as well, and screaming, "Are you responsible for this?" What are you like? Are you like some lawkeeper? I mean,
I am a loyal soldier of the God of Law.
and I'll just kind of like my eyes get wide, and I'll say, "So you follow the law unwaveringly?"
Correct.
Okay, and then I just sort of nod, but then you can tell that Patio's kind of deep in thought about some things, and that's it for me for there.
Oldham just finds a seat and sits down.
Just sleeping again.
Well, Runa pretty much got pulled behind Patio, so she's standing there. He's gonna kind of
looking
just
around.
stare at Mr. Nazim over here and stare at Patio and not really understand what's going on.
Well, since we're all here together, let's say that we meet at the inn later this evening, like maybe an hour after sundown.
Oh,
Is everybody okay with that?
Yes, good sir. I'm not asleep. Good sir. Yes, they had some wonderful drink of water there.
Good water.
You want everyone to meet you at the inn after dark? Is
Yeah,
that what
just
you're
in case we
saying?
get split up again, you know, just so that we can have a place to meet and talk. Cool? Everyone agrees?
Hold on.
Just nods.
Just nod.
Okay. So, and then I'm going to say, well, I'm going to go to the, has anyone been to the general store or the blacksmith since we've been here?
Closed.
He turned towards me too. Closed. Both of them?
No response.
What the
Just
fuck?
gonna kind of clap him on the shoulder. Thanks, buddy. Always good conversation. Well, I'm gonna head toward the general store and the blacksmith.
Man
If
of
anyone
two
would like to
words.
join me.
Oh, yes, good sir, lad. Been that way yet, I will follow. As I step up and start to follow.
Doesn't speak more than he has to, you know?
Runa's gonna kind of tug on Patio and say, can Runa sell shiny things?
If they're open, I believe that we can. Yes.
Ooh, Runa will come to.
Cling clang.
Turtle, isn't this where you said to go? Where the merchant or the merchants guild guy said to go was to sell our shit.
Yeah.
There's a general store.
Okay, so I'm gonna head to the general store. And I
Okay.
obviously know what I'm gonna see because you already told Beefy, but I don't. My character doesn't know that. And
So yeah, it's the general store.
yeah,
Yeah, you get to the general store and it is closed. There is
Closed.
dark inside and it is closed.
awesome.
Told
So I
you.
just kind of shake my head, thinking like probably should have listened to Nazim. So go to the blacksmith, which is right next door.
You come to the blacksmith, and while you can hear it clanging inside, and you can see light on inside, when you go to open the door, it's locked.
Okay.
Guess we're not doing that.
So nothing's
Oh,
open
just-
here.
Told
Oldham
you.
takes a sip.
I'll say, listen, Aldum. Do you, Aldum, do you think we could make? Do you think you could make it back to where the booth was in the middle of town? Because I'd really not like you to just be sitting here all by yourself, unless you're okay with that.
Oh, young Pete, don't you please. I just need a moment. I feel I can see the group from here, and I just like widen my eyes and I just look in the general. Actually, see anybody? Like I can't even see Nazim, but I'm just like looking in the general direction. And I'm just saying, yes, yes. If I can meet where we were before, I just need a few minutes to rest.
Okay. Well, we'll be there for a little while at the booth, finishing our setup. But if you don't make it there, just make sure that you're at the Old Boar Inn about an hour after sundown.
All right, yes. Oh,
Oh,
yes, I
God.
forgot.
Oh God, he's gonna forget shit.
Again, yes. Well, they had that tasty water.
Yes, exactly.
I won't forget. I will remember.
Okay. So then I am gonna go back to the booth so that I can help finish setting it up.
Runa.
And
go.
yeah, I was gonna ask if Runa would go. Okay.
You find all of your stuff has been stolen.
So we're just at yeah, we're kind of like chilling at the booth, I guess. Maybe trying to, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop passersby and let them know what's gonna be here tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm able to deliver. But I'm gonna let them know what's gonna be here. You know, just that we've got stuff for them. Actually, and I'm gonna be playing my instrument there. So I'm just kind of sitting at the booth, answering questions, playing songs.
Can I hear the music?
Are you deaf?
22. Yes.
Nice.
Loud as fuck, boy.
What kind of music is it? Like, what does it sound like?
It's like happy music. But it's like it's kind of like a ballad of. It's just sort of things about like things that I've seen in my life, battles I've had, and then there's a couple of songs that I've written about the Sunless Citadel and what we've done there as well.
Is it like warming? Like while I'm sitting
yeah.
listening? It's kind of okay.
Yeah, it'll be.
I'll kind
Guy
of
who cut dicks off goblin.
Yeah, it'll be more of a relaxing tone. Yeah.
phenomenal, perfect.
Yep.
He's singing the
there
folk
just-
songs of the
Yeah,
singing
there you go,
songs
yeah.
of the folk legend grandma.
Yeah. Goblin Dick
Goblin
Slayer.
Yeah.
Just so you know what that means, our first campaign we ever played together, my character was not very fond of goblins or orcs, and every time he killed them, he would chop their dicks off and dry them out and wear them around his neck as a necklace to show all the other goblins that ever saw him that they should. It's such a good
It's
fucking
Pretty long
campaign.
after a while, man. How many dicks did you have? Like 13 total?
Yeah, something like that. I screwed a few up when I was trying to chop them off, and I remember I got a pristine.
The string through
I
'em
rolled
and
a
just
crit on
fire 'em.
cutting one off, and Alex was like, "You got the balls and the dick." And like, I don't want the balls, man. It's weird enough that I got dicks hanging around my neck, but all right. Anyway, sorry.
All right. Well, as of right there, you're you're playing your music. Nazim looks like he's posted up at the shrine, making sure nobody defaces it. All of them got winded and had to sit down at the general store. And Rena's, I would assume, just enjoying the music as you're trying to flag people down.
She's just
but-
working on the booth.
Yeah, I'm working on the booth.
Yeah.
But it is 9, so we're gonna call it there.
Yee.
So call the end of the episode.
Well, that was actually super effing fun. Now you guys are seeing a little bit of what I wanted to do with the guts and all that mess.
Now I have to try and post all of these fucking notes in the Discord.
Oh man, I forgot you've been taking notes this whole time.
Great, that was fun. Thanks for the invite for this. It was good times.
Rama
Yeah.
talks a lot, sorry.
So actually,
It's well, you guys. There's like these times where
kinda
no one
have
says
to.
anything, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll keep it going here.
You have to
He's
be.
the
You have to
talker.
like for the most part, D&D is completely driven by the characters, and I just kind of
Mhm.
push you guys in the direction. So,
Yeah.
like, this is mostly on you.
Yep.
You guys
Yeah.
aren't talking when I have to like try and say like, all right, what are you guys doing? Like,
Right. I'm
Hey,
trying.
I can upload my
get it.
file as or my message as a file.
I don't know.
Do I
can
want to
you?
do that?
Sure.
You
Actually,
have to
let me
download the file
host
maybe
somebody too.
to see it.
Oh, you don't want me to do that then?
Who
Oh, you don't
can
want
we
me to do
host?
that then?
Jimmy.
Jimbo Slice.
Who
Huh?
can we
Maybe
host?
that then.
Jimmy.
It's Inception, dog.
Yeah, it was. You saw that?
Mm-hmm.
/raid.
Really? That's over 2,000. Oh my god.
Thanks for everybody who showed up. Next Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern, we're going to be doing episode 11. Jesus.
It's
more than
one-
likely.
one.
Yeah. Hopefully. We're all going to be around, right? Is anyone else not going to be here?
Ain't got
I'll
a
be
reason
here.
not to be.
I should be around.
Okay. If not, we can figure it out. But as of
More
right
than
now,
likely, I'll be home for D&D because I'll be at my mom's or whatever for Christmas on Saturday. But
29th, bud.
I know we're not celebrating until Saturday, so
Just saying.
Okay.
but I should be home.
Well, thanks everybody
If
who
not,
stuck around.
if not, I'll have my PC over there. So I
Oh, that's
can-
right, because you're re-imaging it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if need be, I can do it over there.
But
Wouldn't
I'll
be
be
a problem.
streaming again tomorrow night, anyways. Some other games. So, see you guys. Actually, this is gonna be one of those awkward things where I say bye, and then we just have to sit here and wait.
for the rating.
Yeah. And now.
Oh, you get 250 of your channel points when you raid somebody. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Channel points are weird, man.
Yeah. The best one is I've seen people who